So Mark, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Could you please share a little bit about some of the programs you've been involved in?
One of the things that I've been involved with is helping establish an affiliate for women in cybersecurity in Utah specifically. It was one of the areas that, as I looked around as a cybersecurity leader in Utah, I found that there wasn't representation for women in cybersecurity to both attract, train, and promote within the industry. And so with some other cybersecurity leaders, a professor from Southern Utah University, and then some from industry, so both focusing on academic and industry, we founded that affiliation in Utah. And right now I think we're around 100 members.
Oh, that's fantastic. As a security professional, were there any sort of aha moments when you started using the cloud, just sort of seeing what the power of the cloud was and how it affected your security capabilities and organization?
Yeah, I can think a couple instances. I'll go back just as the frame of reference. We were so entrenched as an on-premise company for so many years. It was almost like this mythical idea of going to the cloud. Like everybody's doing it, but did we really know what the benefit would be? And night one, the big cutover, everybody's there all night. And one of our key applications, performance wasn't quite there. And we had AWS was there with us. They said, hold on, put up a temporary, notice on it. We're going to pull that down. We'll resize it and bring it back up. 10 minutes later, it's like, oh yeah, it's working perfectly. And everybody kind of looked at each other like, how'd that just happen? Like before we would have been ordering new servers, waited a month to get them into the data center. I was like, okay, we've really got some power here. And as that started to transform, for the security team, we now had great visibility to our assets, right? What plagues a lot of security teams? Asset management.
Right.
We could query our environment. We could see our assets. We could monitor them. We could start building out, as I mentioned earlier, like config rules to adjust for them. So it really became an accelerant to our capabilities. And, we knew what we had, right? And what our position was.
So Mark, you've been a CISO for a while and in the security industry for quite some time. What do you see the evolution of the CISO becoming in the next 5 or 10 years, and/or from a technology perspective?
I think the CISO is going to continue to evolve as we talk about garnering that seat at the table. That's been the milestone for a long time. I think we're starting to reach that as CISOs. The next element's going to be that's going to continue to elevate up. CISOs who develop their business acumen, that understand the strategy of the business, that connect the business objectives clearly to security value, their value and position in the organization as a strategic advisor will only continue to grow. And so, maybe that is even, I see some CISOs who are moving into CTO, CIO roles, but I could even see an evolution with COO kind of roles, operational risks, chief risk officers, evolving as well.
Awesome. Mark, thanks so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.